Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Vitality Project. I'm Dr. Bob. Yesterday, we discussed the first takeaway point from this recently recommended YouTube video. I mentioned it to you, and the title of it, just to remind you, is Great Leaders Do What Drug Addicts Do. Very catchy, for sure. And that takeaway point, this first point that I mentioned yesterday, was simply be authentic. The example I gave yesterday was of how it is that our authenticity, our being true to ourselves, has primarily to do with our remembering to reach out to others with compassion. In a time such as now, with such great stress, with the coronavirus literally at our very doorstep, it can be easy to contract away from compassion. In fact, we've discussed this here before, that the biology of it's very simple to understand. When our fight or flight reaction, which centers in our midbrain, right between our ears, when it gets stuck in on mode, it actually shrinks our capacity, our access to our forebrain, which is where the seat of compassion is biologically for us. So the work we have is a great work, and it's right here in front of us right now, and that is to be extra diligent at doing what psychiatrist Carl Jung called the opus contra naturam, literally the work against nature. That means we have to go upstream against the contraction I just described in our brains, fighting the entropy that follows with a fight or flight reaction, especially if we get stuck in it. We have to fight that in order to keep our compassionate, caring, and best selves accessible. I think it first of all to ourselves, and then of course to others. The way I see it is this: we human beings are wired, according, for example, to attachment theory over the last half of a century in psychology, we're wired to connect. Our mental well-being, our emotional well-being, these are all intrinsically tied to our capacity to touch others in relationship. We're connected this way. I particularly appreciate a post I saw just yesterday online. In fact, I posted it here at the Vitality Project, where some deeply insightful individual, I even imagine it to be a child, drew on a sidewalk in colored chalk, the way that children do, this following reminder: social distance doesn't mean we aren't together. We most certainly are together. It's the way that our very biology has hardwired itself into us. So join me, and let's not forget to honor that same biology that, as I see it, undergirds our very highest spiritual and ethical aspirations. I'd like you to join me in living as best we can into this new motto, which is also an old motto, but never more relevant: random acts of kindness. Let's see what we can do to spread random acts of kindness, especially during this time. Thank you for joining me here today at the Vitality Project. I wish you a safe day, and I wish you that you stay well. And I hope to see you tomorrow here at the Vitality Project. Take good care.